Let's talk about anti-blackness in Asian communities. Colorism and anti-blackness is deeply entrenched in our history. I mean, I remember my mom yelling at me for going outside and getting too tan. She would have said, like, "You look so dirty." And I know I'm not the only person that's heard that. The model minority myth has continuously been used to drive a wedge between the Black and Asian communities, and we need to realize that we've been used as pawns by the people in power to put down the Black community. The fight for social justice for the Black community is directly correlated to our struggles with injustice and perpetual foreignness. We can't fight for justice for our community unless we're fighting for justice for all people of color. And I already know what people are going to say to this. They're going to say something like, well, Black people are racist against Asians. This is a direct result of the shadow of white supremacy that we all live under, that continues to pit minority groups against each other for some semblance of power and a slight edge over each other. What we don't realize when we do this is that we forget to come together to fight the real issue, white supremacy. I have more to say on this. Check back for part 2. This is part 2 of me addressing anti-Blackness within the Asian community. When we allow anti-Black sentiments from the Asian community, then we're also allowing others to put down our community as well. We're in a really unique position because we can be seen as both the victims and the oppressors. Think of the Asian American cop that turned his back on George Floyd, or the 1992 LA riots. Our struggles are very, very different, but they're all connected. Black activists have fought for Asian Americans, and we're able to vote, we're able to become citizens because of this work. Now, all of us, no matter what minority group we belong to, we all have some sort of bias. This is just part of the human experience. There's nothing wrong with you for having some sort of bias, but we also need to address how those biases affect our view of the world around us. Some self-reflective questions can include, what are some things that I learned about other minority groups growing up, and how has that affected my view of the world around me today? How do we view ourselves versus other minority groups? What are some beliefs that we've held that may be rooted in anti-Blackness?